Welcome to my first review. Just gonna be a really quick one before I go to work, because I meant to probably have left 10 minutes ago, but well, just around the corner, I'm not gonna be late. I'll probably do this in 3 parts. Look at my Marvels. So I've got only 2 Marvels this week. Then I'll go on to Independence. And finally, I'll do my DCs, which is the biggest haul of the week. And also because I had this best book of the week in that pile. Alrighty, first off, we have Punisher, written by Nathan Edmondson and art by Mitch Gerads. This is a #1 under the All New Marvel Now banner. It was good. I liked it. I really liked the Punisher. I was definitely going to pick it up. A few things there. It feels like we've kind of jumped in halfway in the story, because it doesn't explain what he's doing in LA. It doesn't explain why he's so friendly with some of the locals. It just feels like a lot more of a light-hearted tone than the previous run by Greg Rucka, which was incredible. It basically deals with Frank trying to track down the Dos Sols gang, who seems to be smuggling drugs out of Mexico into LA, and he basically trying to crack down. Pretty cool opening. He's interrogating a drug mobster, and he ends up blowing his hand to pieces before feeding him to the crocodiles. Yeah, I'm on it for the ride. The art was good. It wasn't a game breaking. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It told the story and it did what it was meant to do. It's certainly no Mark Cicchetto. Is that his name? I just made that up. Maybe Marco Cicchetto. That sounds about right. Anyway, it's nowhere near as good as him. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I look forward to reading future issues, and hopefully we'll fill in the holes a bit that seem to be in this story. But good book. If you like Punisher, pick it up. Next, we've got New Avengers, Jonathan Hickman and Simone Bianchi, whose art I know from Thanos Rising. If you like Doctor Strange, pick this book up. It's a two parts story. This issue is in 2 parts. The first half of it is to do with a different Illuminati, a different New Avengers from a different universe. That consists of Doom, consists of Magneto, a couple of Captain Britons. Love Captain Britain. And basically they're getting trumped by another lot of villains. Not the Builders, don't know who, but they look like they mean business. They are trashing stuff up. I mean, they destroy that planet. And basically our Illuminati are watching in on this new device that they built a couple of issues ago. And so that's that half. That was cool. I enjoyed that. Just seeing how strong these new villains are that our new Avengers are going to have to take down. What's the other half? Oh yeah, Doctor Strange. Brilliant. He's going into his magic realm. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, he's there to barter with demons and for the power of a god. And basically they say how it's done is if you want 20% power of a god, you have to give 20% of your soul to the demons. And they ask him, how much do you want? And he's like, all of it. He's prepared to give up his entire soul for the power of a god that can help them win against whatever's coming. I love Jonathan Hickman. I know you're not going to get a payoff each issue. You're on it for the long road. I think his writing is really good. I think characterisation of Doctor Strange, he seems to be a man who's at his end wits. You know, there's nothing else he can do apart from try and save try and save his world. And Bianchi's art, I really like, really fits this book. It wouldn't fit on, say, an X-Men book, a bit more of a light-hearted book, but this is dark, gritty, and it really fits. So if you like Doctor Strange, I'd pick it up. I wouldn't say it's a good jumping on point if you're not picking up New Avengers. If you're not picking up New Avengers, you probably don't want to pick it up. Simple as that. I mean, it's been going for 14 issues. I'm not going to make you pick it up. I think it's brilliant. And if you like the whole Illuminati thing, give it a go. Love it. I've definitely got to go to work. I'm so going to be late. So I'm going to do this in a couple of parts. Tune back later and you get to see my reviews for these and these. And I'll see you in 8 hours. Hi guys, back from work. Just going to do the rest of my reviews for this week. Starting off with the Independents. First of all, we've got Trillium, issue 6 of 8, written and drawn by Jeff Lemire. This is a great book. Well, it has been, actually. This is probably the weakest book of the series so far. I just felt like at the end of it, we're pretty much at the same place as we were, 2 issues ago, and it's not really moving along. It's great to look at, and it's fun enough between William and Nika now that they've swapped roles. But yeah, I just feel like not much has been achieved. I mean, it's advertised as a love story between these two star-crossed lovers, but I haven't really seen much of that, unfortunately. But, there's 2 issues left. Interested to see what happens and where it goes. But, yeah, weakest issue, I think, for Trillium so far, which is a shame, because there's only 2 issues left. Next we got Hinterkind, which I briefly mentioned in my introduction video. Written by Ian Edgington and art by Francesco Trafogli. Again, the art's still bugging me. The more I think about it, the less I think it's the art, the more I think it's the colorist or the inker, who just seems to think it's cool to just put lines in everywhere. And it's not cool. I'll tell you that now, because it's weird. It's weird and I don't like looking at it. But the stories I like. We've got Prosper and I think it's her granddad maybe, and the group of human survivors escaping the underground base where they were going to be experimented on. And that's one part of the story. The next part of the story is the fairy prince, or the Hinterkind princess, sorry, and her sort of mutiny against the queen. They've got a group of humans who they're keeping not as slaves, but they're ruling over them, shall we say. And the princess wants to kill them, and the queen is like, no, can't do that. We've got to keep them alive. So it'll be interesting to see. So we've got a bit of royal tension there. I'll probably stay with it for a bit longer because I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the story, but the art does bug me. And for the first time, I think, since starting to read comics, I've found a book that I really like the story, but I think the art might, kill it for me. It's sad. And finally, for the Independents, we've got Lazarus, issue 6, written by Greg Rucka. Writing's brilliant. I love this book. Really, in 6 issues, he's made forever one of the most badass characters in all of comics, which is cool. The story continues off where it finished last, with the family in Montana whose farm's been destroyed, and the Carlisle family haven't come to help them. They're really at their wits' end, and so they'd rather die, or they'd rather live as a waste, that's the lowest of the low, than die with their farm and their land, because that's what could happen, because there's no one to help them. So basically they choose to break into the Carlisle holding and steal 2 acetylene canisters. I don't know what that is. I should have probably researched it, but Anyway, it's for their journey, and they're going to travel to Denver to attempt the lift, which I think, from the sounds of it, is a process by which the lowest of the low are allowed to sort of join higher ranks, which is pretty cool. You do get a lot of comic for your money, which I really appreciate. Image do have good value for money. It's a $2.99 book, and really even the letters pages keep adding to the lore because they've got like different columns to tell you about different families. What else do I want to say? There was something else I wanted to say about Lazarus. Oh yeah, like Wednesday Serial said, it's a great book, but I don't understand how, if the 99% of the world is treated so badly, why they don't just rise up and kill these few families. But really enjoyed Lazarus. Yeah, it's a good book. So that's all my independents. I'll move on to DC in a minute. I need to go eat some dinner. I'm absolutely starving. I literally just got home from work. It's been a long, long day. So, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Dinner. Yum, yum, yum. Chinese in my tum. And I'm just going to talk to you about my DC books that I picked up. Quite a few DCs this week. We've got 5. One of them I won't review, or I'll just tell you what happened in it because it was so bad. I don't want to bring anyone down, you know. So I'll just do it in 2 parts. We've just got the 2 Forever Evil books this week. We've got Forever Evil issue 5 of 7, written by Jeff Johns, art by David Finch. And we've also got Forever Evil Arkham War by Peter J. Tomasi and Scott Eaton, which was terrible. It was as bad as I thought it was going to be. We've got Bane back still with his Talon Robin, which is just god awful. Trying to take down the Talons, which is just terrible. It seriously is a really bad book. Even the art's not that great, which is a shame. Because the premise of the book sounds pretty good, you know. All of Arkham villains are given Gotham to rule over, and Bane had to come in and ruin it. And this stupid Batman costume. Anyway, it ends with all these guys taking the Venom to turn into Bane versions of their characters. So we've got Bane pretending to be Batman, and all the villains pretending to be Bane. I hated it. It was really... I didn't hate it. Hate's a strong word. Bad part. I shouldn't have said hate. I really didn't like it. Yeah, it was bad. But then I read this straight after, and it was better. It was really good. I really enjoy Forever Evil, but it does kind of feel like it's gone on forever, which isn't a good thing. It probably could have done with being bi-monthly, maybe coming out twice a month, and that would have given the tie-ins room to not be so stagnant, because I feel like they've really not gone anywhere, and they're really holding the series back, unfortunately. I really enjoyed the Sinestro Power Ring fight, which ends with Sinestro literally chopping off Power Ring's arm with his hand. Just karate chopping Power Ring's arm off, which was cool. Power Ring was like, yeah, I'm glad. And, well, he sort of like thanks Sinestro when he dies, which was I thought was good. Bizarro is still the best thing in this comic by far. He's so funny. And he's just Lex Luthor's dog, you know. But actually, I think the best part of this was when Batman was like, to all the villains, were like, hey, we're going to do this. I'm going to be the leader of Justice League. And all the villains just look at him like, really? And Catwoman's like, I think they'll be the leaders. And Batman was like, but I enjoyed that. It ends with the big reveal of who destroyed Earth 3. Which I don't know who it is. It just seems to be this like red rift in the sky. So I'll be interested to see what it's like next issue, or if anybody knows who it is, just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind spoilers. As long as the story's good, I'm gonna enjoy it. But yeah, I can't wait till this spins out into Justice League with issue 30, because the Lex Luthor Batman sort of what did I call it? Like their confrontation was really cool. So yeah, Forever Evil, good book. Next we've got Green Lantern, which doubled up as Red Lantern. So we've got the Green Lantern cover there. That's Robert Venditti and Billy Tan. And then we've got Red Lantern, which is Charles Soule and Alessandro Vitti. Yeah, that is his name. It's advertised as Red Daughter of Krypton, which is probably my biggest problem with this book, because it has nothing, well, not nothing, but it's not really that story. It's actually called Red Alert, Part 1 and 2. And it's basically, the whole story revolves around Hal Jordan finally giving Guy Gardner the sector that he promised. And Guy says, well, I'm taking Sector 2814. That's the sector with Earth. And originally Hal's been like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. But Guy persuades him, he says, I'm going to look after it. Everyone I care about is on Earth, so I'm going to look after it. And Hal's like, fine, whatever. But you got to sort out this problem, and that problem is that there were 8 other Red Rings created, and one of them has Supergirl, and, Supergirl's stronger than Superman. So with a Red Ring, that's just a match made in hell. Another part I wanted to say was the bit on the Green Lantern book with Saint Walker. I really hope he finds hope soon, because I really like Blue Lanterns, and they got utterly destroyed in Lights Out. Saint Walker has no hope left, and he's refusing to wear his blue ring. But yeah, I like it, and I'd like. He seems to be this literally a ray of hope in this universe, and I like the Blue Lanterns for that. I'll definitely pick up Red Lanterns in trade. I've got the first 2 trades. I'll pick up the third soon. So this book really didn't persuade me to pick up in singles. I mean, I would pick it up in singles if I had more money, but I don't. But good book. I really enjoyed Green Lantern. It's definitely, this issue was a step up from the previous 2 issues, which I think were just not really that good. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. And, sorry, I meant to say, such good value for your money. Yeah, 2 full comics for the price of 1. You can't argue with that. It's a whole story as well. You can't argue with that. Final 2 books are probably my favourite 2 books that I bought. Got Earth 2, number 20, written by Tom Taylor, art by Barry Kitson. It's basically the Aquawoman, Red Tornado, Hawkgirl, Batman. What's the I can't remember what the Kryptonian. Oh, Val the Kryptonian, and Jimmy Olsen escaping the parademons, and they end up going to the Batcave. But Aquawoman in between there just shows how badass she is. I think she's more like Mera than Aquawoman, than Aquaman, sorry, because she can control water. And I like the fact that she actually leaves. She's not going to become a permanent part of this book, because that makes more room for the Green Lantern and Flash, which we haven't seen much of recently. Dr. Fate seems to have completely lost his mind, which we'll see where that goes. What else happened? Basically, Val the Kryptonian seems to be Batman's plan for taking down Superman, and he's agoraphobic. He doesn't want to go outside, which, for a Kryptonian on planet Earth, he probably shouldn't be agoraphobic, because being outside gives you all the power. So Red Tornado sits him down, and Lois is basically like, I know you're scared, but I'm scared too. I mean, I've just found out I'm dead, I'm in a robot body, my dad's died, and my husband is a psycho killer who's burning everything. I mean, he literally destroys every place of worship in this issue. Cool. He's a badass villain. Tom Taylor really doesn't like Superman, I can tell you now. I mean, he's got something against Superman. Reading Justice, read Earth 2, he hates Superman. Great writing. As always, I like Tom Taylor. I've liked everything he's done with DC, with Injustice and this. And Barry Kitson's art was great, It's not one of those fill-in artists where you're like, oh, I really wish Nicola Scott was back. It was good that, we got to got a decent fill-in artist. And of course this cover is absolutely beautiful. I love Jay Lee. It's a really nice book. If you jumped off Earth 2, I'd probably go back to when Tom Taylor's run started and pick it up there, because there's not been a bad issue since, and you won't regret it. So, loved Earth 2, can't wait till next month. It was great because we got 2 Earth 2 books in 2 weeks, which was wicked. Wow. Okay, my pick of the week, which, if I was going to do pick of the weeks, I don't really do pick of the weeks, I just tend to do the book that blew me away the most. And it was Green Arrow. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino. Wow, it was so good. If you're not picking up Green Arrow, please in the comments tell me why. If it's because you don't like Green Arrow, that's not an excuse. Well, it probably is, but it's brilliant. It's such a good book. It starts on the island with Robert, I think he's called Robert, Ollie's dad, revealing how everything that Ollie's done in life on the island was, puppeteered by him. I mean, there's it's a really cool bit where he's like, I'm only going to let you leave the island if you could take me down, and that's in the best fight scene I've ever seen in comics. I know Wednesday Serial showed this, but I had to show it. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, Andrea Sorrentino, whose artwork I knew from I Vampire anyway, it's even better. It's even better in this book. It changes the pace when you've got this fight going on and you're watching every blow, every block, every return punch. It was so good. Really, really great book. I'd say the best DC book by far. Then we move on to Naomi and Fife, who are back in Seattle. They're wondering what's going on with Green Arrow, and then Diggle appears. Now Diggle says, so you're the 2 lackeys, for Green Arrow now. And he's like, I need your help, I need your help to save Seattle from Richard Dragon. So that'd be really cool. That's another plot thread going forward. Hopefully it doesn't infringe too much on the Outsiders War, because I'm loving the Outsiders War. It's so good. And then it ends in Prague with Golgotha, the leader of the Spear Clan, and the leader of the Outsiders, with Onyx, the leader of the Fist Clan, and Kodiak, who wants to be the leader of the Arrow Clan, but he can't because he doesn't have the Totem of the Arrow. Robert has that. Is it Kodiak? No, it's not Kodiak, is it? It's, Kodiak was the leader of the Shield Clan. He got killed in this. Should have said that. Spoiler, sorry. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Oh well. The, Komodo. There we go. He's taking up the mantle of leader of the Arrow Clan, but he can't be because he doesn't have the totem. And basically, Onyx and Komodo are just a bit upset with Golgotha's leadership, who they think he's weak because he's not attacking the other clans. And there's a really great bit where Golgotha's like, you cannot beat the spear, and shoves it down on the ground, and Onyx just goes, poof, blows it straight down. Some awesome martial art in this. And Komodo kills Golgotha, so maybe he's the leader of the Outsiders, we don't know. And it ends with the one panel of Komodo looking straight at you. Mask on. This is war. Brilliant book. Sorry about that. Mum yelled, had to run downstairs, sort some stuff out. Anyway, I'm back. I just wanted to end my video by showing you what came in the post today for me, which was Eternal Warrior by Greg Pak, Trevor Hussain, Clayton Crane, and Diego Bernard. I don't know any of those artists, but I know Greg Pak. I actually got the first 3 in singles. I loved it, but I had to drop it. There was a few Marvel books I wanted to try out, and I knew I could get this in trade pretty cheap. I mean, I did $6.30 on Amazon, which is the price of 3 of the books, less than 3 of the books. good book. I'll probably have a review for that up in the future. I mean, I've nearly finished reading it already. It's a great book, really good. Written by, published by Valiant. I don't actually read any other Valiant, so if there's any other Valiant books that you think I should be reading, put it down in the comment below. Tell me a reason why I should pick it up, and I'll check it out. And another thing that came in the post, so it's not really comic related. In fact, it's not at all. It's the Magic Gathering Born of the Gods Fat Pack. I get a Fat Pack every time there's a new release. I'm really into it. Not really into it. Actually, I know I am now. I wasn't to begin with. Entered a couple of tournaments. I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's just what came in the post. It's really cool. I'll open those boosters up later. And I think that's all I've got for today. Oh, actually, just a quick one. My friend Ross at work, he let me read Miss Marvel, issue 1, while I was at work on my break. That's a brilliant book. I ordered it on eBay straight away as soon as I read it. It was a really good book. I'm a big fan of Kamala already, who's this Pakistani American who she loves the Avengers. She loves superheroes. She wants to be a superhero. You know, I can relate to that. Obviously, I can't relate to her being a Muslim. I can't relate to her being an American. I can't relate to her being a girl. I can't relate to her being 15. But other than that, I can relate to her. Anyway, I thought it was a great book. The art was beautiful. The writing was great. I really care about Kamala. She's a bit naive, but then she's a 15-year-old. I remember being 15 and being, bullied like that without realising I was being bullied. I thought it was brilliant. It was so good. It was really good. If you didn't check it out, I definitely go check it out. At least check out the first issue. You never know. I loved it. So I'll be pulling that from now on. And actually, yeah, that's all I've got to say for today. If you like my video, please click like. If you want to see more of me, not in that way, I promise. Subscribe, and as always, please leave a comment, and I will get back to you. Have a great weekend. I have tomorrow off, but I've got to go to work on Sunday, but boo. Anyway, I hope you all have a great time. Until next time, toodles.